for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the dirt, blocking on the our guys who are going to move into pass in the running game.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. Touchdown, New Orleans!
For a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we could always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
They'll run it with Jones. 7-7, our score after 1. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
Touchdown, Saints! Cole Kmet with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. He hits Adams complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Second and 5. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Coup for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Packers pick it up. There he goes, left side. 20.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Packers 28, Saints 14. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to our... All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on their drive started, and they're if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. Play your game.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 14. Young Wayne Koo set to kick.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance.
That is caught by a diving Thomas. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own
offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Give him now 1,062 catches in his career. And I'm looking at the list here. That ties him with Andre Johnson.
And I wonder if he ever wrote Andre Johnson's name.
Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. But it's incomplete, so unable to throw it in for. What changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion?
Retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line, and work. Because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think.
And playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity.